Let's go to page 147 on the handout. So today we're going to do the H problem. So let's go and do number 10. So number 10, it says the age difference between Bill and his younger sister Susie is 3 years. In 8 years, their combined age will be 33. How old are they now? So again, you read through it one time to see what type of the problem this is. So by reading it, you should know that this is an age problem. So for the age problem, you need to know how to make the table. So again, for the table, the name goes on top. So for here, you have Bill, and you have the sister Susie. So again, the name goes on top here. And the year goes on the side. Okay? So if you read, it says the age difference between Bill and his sister Susie is. So the word is means now. So that's the time frame would be now. And then also it says in 8 years. So in 8 years, so you have to use a little bit of common sense, right? So you get 1 year older every year, right? So in 8 years means you're adding 8. That's what 8 years means. Okay, in 8 years, okay, so you're going to be plus 8. Okay, so after you make the table, then what you want to do is you're going to start to fill in the table. So let's go back and read it again. It says the age difference between Bill and the younger sister Susie is 3. So age between them is 3. Okay, so you can use one of them as x. So normally it's better to go and use the second person as x. So Bill is 3 years older, right? Because the difference between them is 3, and the sister is younger. So Bill would be x plus 3. So you kind of have to read to figure out this part. Okay, so once you figure out this part, then you stop reading. Okay, you got to use this information to finish up your table. So do not read the next part, because if you use the next part to fill out the table, you're going to get stuck. So use your common sense. So in 8 years means they're going to get 8 years older. So this would be x plus 8, right? That's what this means, right? In 8 years means you plus 8. Now if it says like 8 years ago, then it would be minus 8. So again, so in the future, you add. In the past, you subtract. So this will become x plus 11. So now once you finish the table, you go back, read the next sentence to write your equation. So the next sentence, it says in 8 years, means you have to look at this row over here. In 8 years, so you have to look at over here. In 8 years, their combined age. So that means Bill and Susie, right? So that's what it combined means. So in 8 years, their combined age would be 33. So Bill and Susie would be 33. But again, in 8 years means you're looking at this part right over here. So Bill is x plus 11. Susie is x plus 8. And this will equal to 33. So now you can go and solve. So you got 2x plus 19 equal to 33. So minus 19, so 2x equal to 14 divided by 2 divided by 2. So x equal to 7. Now don't box this yet. You have to go back and answer the question. Okay, so you ask, how old are they now? So you're looking for now. So you're looking for those two. So that means Bill is x plus 3. So Bill would be 10 years old. Susie is x, so it's 7, would be 7 years old. And that's what you want to box. Okay, so again, let's sum up what we're talking about. So first, you read to see what type this is. So by reading the first time, you know it's age problem, so make a table for age. Again, the name goes on top, so Bill, Susie goes on top. The year goes on the side. So you have to read, you have to use your the English skill to read, right? So when the word says is, means now. Okay, that's where I get a now from. In 8 years means 8 years into future. So 8 years into future, you're going to get 8 years older. So you have to plus 8. If you're talking about ago, means past, you have to subtract. Okay, and again, the difference between them is 3. So you got x and x plus 3. So once you do that, then again plus 8, right? Plus 8, you get that. Then you read the next sentence to translate. So it says in 8 years, so it means looking at this. So in 8 years, their combined age means add, combined age is 33, right? So that's what these tools are, right? Then after you just go and solve. So once you find x, you have to go back to answer the question. It asks for the age now. So Susie is now is x. So that's how I get the 7. Okay? And Bill is x plus 3. So that's how I get x plus 3, right? So 7 plus 3, that's how I get 10. Okay? So let's go over one more example. So let's go to number 18. So again, let's go and read through first. So Grandma Wessel is 75 years old, and she has a grandson who is 32 years old. How many years ago was her age 1 greater than 7 times her grandson's age? So again, this is an age problem. So go and make a table. So the name goes up here. So let's put Grandma Wessel over here. And grandson, so let's put S for grandson. The year, that's going to be, so again, Grandma Wessel is, so that means now, right? And then it says how many years ago? It doesn't tell you, so it's X. So it's X ago, right? So in the past, right? Ago means past, means you have to minus X, right? So that's what that means. Okay, so now let's go and start to fill out the table. So it says Grandma Wessel is 75 years old, so 75. Okay, again, make sure you read and do exactly what it says. She has a grandson who is 32 years old, so grandson is 32. So again, so you stop, don't read anymore. Okay, once you get one row, then you stop reading. You go and use this information to finish up your table. So this would be 75 minus X. This will be 32 minus X. Okay. Now let's go and read the next part. It says how many years ago, that means you're looking at this part over here. How many years ago was her age? So that's Grandma Wessel, right? So how many years ago was her age equal to 1 year greater than 7 times the grandson's age. So again, so how many years ago was Grandma Wessel 1 year greater than 7 times the grandson's age? So now you go and substitute, right? So Grandma Wessel is over here. So that's your 75 minus X. And this is 7 times 32 minus X, right? Again, my grandson over here is this, okay? So now you have to work it out. So 75 minus X equal to 1 plus you multiply, distribute. Okay. And then after that you can go and start to solve, right? So let's go ahead and plus 7x plus 7x. So this get canceled out. And minus 75 minus 75. So they get canceled out, right? So you're going to get 6x equal to, now get your calculator, you work it out. So 1 plus 224 is 225 minus 75 is 150. So divide by 6, so x equal to 25. And go back and read the question, see what they're asking you to do. It says how many years ago? So you're looking for x. So that's it. So it's 25 years ago. Okay, and that's your answer. Okay, so let's go and do some practice.